What's up guys, Hoth here with another video. Today we are going to be doing a guide on Invisible Woman. I'm going to be showing you some tips and tricks and how to play Invisible Woman better. So if you are trying to learn Invisible Woman or be better with Invisible Woman, this video is for you. So let's get into this. Before we get started, if you guys like our content, please follow and subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so that when we go live or when we post videos, you will see them as we post them. If you guys like our content, please hit that like button down below, and we appreciate all of your guys' support. So let's get into this. So Invisible Woman, if you go about 2 to 3 seconds without really doing a whole lot of anything, I think it's 2 to 3 seconds without doing damage, you turn invisible, which gives her self-healing, really useful. There's also,
now I see them.
You attack, and on the jump, she also turns invisible. So, that is a really good survivability option that she has, which is useful because she has limited range. She doesn't have max range like the other characters do. Like, I think, come right about here, not hitting. If I go a little bit further, still not hitting. The range is a little bit limited, so about right here, maybe about 20-30 meters it looks like. So she doesn't have a long range like the other ones, so she has to be a little bit closer, especially dealing with flying characters. So she's more of an aggressive healer than some of the other ones, and a lot of her skills actually benefit her aggressiveness. So
we've got trouble.
That's why I like playing with her. She can play on the front lines and then dip back whenever needed. So for her main attack, you can throw it out, and it goes out and then back in, and it heals and damages. So if I throw it out, it does damage on the way out and then does damage on the way back. So it hits twice. Damage isn't significantly high, but it does that. The key trick with her is to not move around a lot when you're shooting. And the main reason being is if you throw it out and then I move, you see the attack curves. So when the attack comes back, it curves. So if you're throwing it out,
that was a total blindside.
You may not even hit. You might miss. But it's also really good if like you're throwing attacks out and you miss. You can like, oh my goodness, it's like not even hitting it. There we go. You can make it. You miss initially. Oh my goodness. How am I hitting you? And I'm not even.
We've got trouble.
Like if you miss initially, you can throw it out and hit her.
You needed a timeout.
I didn't even know that until just now. Her hitbox for me right now is literally right here, all the way to right here, which is like way bigger than her actual hit. Alright, anyway, now that we made that discovery, I haven't sat down and actually tried to see how big hitboxes are before, so. Anyways, that's her main attack. It heals, it both heals and damages. I can go show you the healing here. And as you can see, it's a multi-heal. So if you line up your teammates, it'll heal and do damage. It'll heal at the same time. It'll also do damage and heal at the same time.
That was a total blindside.
Really good use. Really good skill. Very much like Luna does. Luna does the same thing. Let's see, what skill should I do next? I'm gonna do her push.
They look like they mean business.
You know what? I'll use her little force field first. So for the force field that goes out, creates a little force field that slows down all characters inside of the shield, or inside the force field, and it also pulls them into the center of it. It's called, that's the vortex. I don't know why I say force field, but the vortex. So how I use it is I usually like to throw it a little, either two things. Either if they're pushing really close, I'll usually throw it behind them and then shove them into it. Or if they're farther away and I'm trying to deposition someone, I'll throw it right in front of them, and it pulls them forward.
Psionic
Sometimes I'll even
surge.
do that, so as they're backing up, because it'll pull them in, and then they pulls them into the center, and then you pull them towards you, pulling them farther across. So now they're being drawn backwards, and they're actually staying in it. Because a lot of people will instinctively try to run away when you do that. And so a
They
lot of
look like they
times,
mean
they'll get
business.
stuck. So unless they're being aggressive and push you, they're likely just going to die right there if they're low HP characters.
Never even saw me coming.
But I also kind of did a double skill there, so as you saw, her she has a push and pull skill right here. It's RB. I don't know what it is on keyboard and mouse here, but you can push her or pull her. Unless I'm pulling her in the unless I'm pulling someone into the vortex, or I'm trying to pull someone out of position, I don't usually use pull. I'll often use push, especially near edges, like cliffs or holes. Pushing, and they'll just fall off the edge and die. And a lot of them, I've done it a few times. That's happened to me a few times as well. But it is very useful as like you can
Clear the way.
shove her right off that cliff. That's a pretty good push, so it goes pretty far.
Never even saw me coming.
So there's most of her skills. I'm going to go over one last skill here, which is
Now
the
I see them.
shield. Right, so you throw out the shield, it heals, and blocks damage. But what a lot of people don't do is pull it off. When you pull it off, it actually instantly gains shield here and gains the barrier back, right? I'm going to pull it off at 100. It was at 100. It was at 118 when I pulled it off, and then it regenerates. Back up again. Pull it off. Go back again. It just keeps regenerating and keeps healing. Something I got to work a little bit better on. It doesn't heal significantly fast, but if they're sitting behind it, it does pretty good. But you can also move it between allies, so maybe it's just got to respond.
Anyone willing to help?
Oh, never mind there. You can throw it out here. Throw it out. You can cancel it. Oh my goodness, they're dying too fast. Let me down. Throw it out, and you come over here, throw it in front of this guy, throw it in front of that guy, throw it in front of that guy. The shield can't regenerate
Now I see
until
them.
you stash it. I'm also not sure if it's just regenerating because I am but yeah, I do kind of forget to pull her shield out. It'll just get destroyed if you leave it out, so it's a good idea. Now, on to her ultimate skill. So, what a lot of people will do with their ultimate skill is actually place it in the wrong location. It's so let's say this guy's the convoy, right? When you convoy, you want to place the shield if you're the one pushing out, right? Usually, and situationally, but usually you want to come in front of the convoy and place it. You want to try to get up here and place it directly.
Disappear!
This allows you to create space in front of the convoy and push it forward. What I see a lot of people do is,
They look like they mean
they'll
business.
come back here and they'll put, like if this is the back of the convoy, they'll put the ult behind the convoy.
Disappear!
So this is still good. This doesn't allow you to create the space in front of the convoy, so not as effective and as useful. And then another thing I see a lot of people do is they'll come in and throw the shield.
Disappear!
Now you can create a little bit of space here, but not as beneficial. Unless you're running out of time, I wouldn't recommend like trying to run out of time and you're just trying to retake the time. I wouldn't recommend doing that. I would usually throw it right here in front of the convoy. Maybe overlap it so that they can sit on the convoy. That's fine. But try to throw it in front. That allows you to create the most space possible. Secondly, to describe what now that you know how to use the ult, what does it do? Well, the ult does two things. One,
Disappear!
turns them invisible, and two,
They
it
look like
heals
they
them.
mean business.
It does not prevent you from taking damage, so you can still get hit even in here. But it allows you to remain invisible, so for characters that are flying or moving around through the air, they're going to be a lot harder to hit. Sometimes you can use to cover up different ults and abilities before you go out there and use them. I'll use it for sometimes covering up like a Punisher ult or a Scarlet Witch ult to try to increase the value so they don't see it, but all they hear is they hear the ult, but they can't see the character. So now their character's popping out and they're just getting blasted. And they don't really have much they can really do about it because Punisher's ult is extremely dangerous. And so is Scarlet Witch's if it hits you. But Scarlet Witch's is a little bit easier to get away from, so a little bit different there. Yeah, that is Invisible Woman. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please go ahead and hit that like button down below. follow and subscribe to our channel for more content, and turn on those notifications to know when we
Now
are
I see
releasing
them.
content. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys have a good one.